once more, we thank you for partnering with us in the fight for a better Nigeria, for a fight to kick away corruption out of our system and to ensure that there is good governance in the land. We have just filed a suit in the Federal High Court, suit number 1580-2025, where we are seeking order of mandamus to compel the EFCC to include. We are seeking order of mandamus to ensure that EFCC includes Mr. Adedapo Segun, who was the former executive vice chairman, executive vice president of NNPCL, downstream, who presided over the affairs of the NNPC downstream and was in charge of the fraudulent turnaround maintenance of Warri and the Port Harcourt refineries, where over $3 billion has been spent, almost 5 to 6 trillion naira of taxpayers' money, while Nigerians are suffering, groaning in hunger, anguishing in poverty. And we are also seeking to an order of mandamus to compel the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, while we also call on the President to immediately suspend Mr. Adedapo Segun as the executive director of finance of the NNPCL. Based on the fraud he perpetrated or the fraud he presided over as the executive vice chairman downstream during the acquisition of OVH energy by NNPC. Of course, you know that OVH Energy was purportedly acquired by NNPCL, and over $325 million was purportedly paid in a kind of deal that was shrouded in complicated Byzantine, in a complicated secrecy. The corruption in this country that has dealt with Nigerians, that have kept Nigerians in abject poverty. This man presided over it, and the NNPCL fraudulently, purportedly acquired OVH Energy, and they have taken over the entire retail outlet of NNPC. And regrettably, a foreigner is in charge of OVH Energy, and the foreigner is now in charge of our total retail market. NNPC retail market in this country, and that is, you see, what corruption is dealing on Nigerians. So we are in this court to seek to compel EFCC. EFCC cannot be fighting corruption and also scratching corruption. EFCC cannot be seen to be condoning corruption in the name of fighting corruption. You are probing the the purported turnaround maintenance of Warri and Port Harcourt refineries, where over 5 trillion of taxpayers' money has been spent, embezzled, and Nigerians are suffering in poverty. People cannot afford to eat 3 square meals in this country. And the man at the center of affairs, the man at the helm of affairs that presided over the purported turnaround maintenance, Mr. Adedapo Segun, is left alone. You have invited all other players that were part of the fraudulent turnaround maintenance of these 2 refineries, that were part of the fraudulent deal in acquisition of OVH Energy, and you are leaving alone Mr. Segun Adedapo, who was the executive vice president of NNPCL in charge of downstream. This kind of country can't be making mockery of the fight against corruption. We can't be. I mean, this country, we must fix it together. That is why we have civil society organizations. That's why we have anti-corruption campaigners and crusaders, and we will continue to.